This needed to reach you before tomorrow. Urgent warnings for the second week of December 2024. The cosmos is aligning in a way that demands your immediate attention. Powerful shifts are unfolding, and if you don't act now, you might miss crucial insights that can guide you through the intense energies ahead. The second week of December brings with it profound spiritual messages, unexpected challenges, and transformative opportunities. Your life is on the brink of transformation, and it all starts here. So lean in, pay attention, and get ready to awaken your true potential. Before we dive in, take a moment to affirm in the comments, "I am ready for my breakthrough." This video is structured into 5 parts, with the final part being the most crucial, so be sure to watch until the end. And while you're here, don't forget to like the video and show your appreciation by subscribing. This isn't just a video, it's your wake-up call. Don't let it pass you by. Your moment of greatness is just around the corner. Cosmic forces at work. The universe is behind it. All life often feels like a winding journey through uncharted territory. At times, the road is smooth and clear, but more often than not, it's filled with unexpected turns, steep hills, and even storms. These challenges are not random obstacles meant to break us. They are cosmic signals sent by the universe to push us toward growth, much like how seeds must break through the soil before they can bloom into flowers. Growth through struggles. Spiritual training for your next level. Think of life as a river, carving its way through a rocky canyon. Over time, the water's persistence shapes the rugged stone into something smooth and beautiful. Similarly, life's struggles are the universe's way of shaping you into your highest potential. Every challenge you face is like a chisel sculpting a masterpiece, you. When difficulties arise, it's easy to feel like the universe is working against you. But just as a butterfly must struggle to break free from its cocoon to strengthen its wings, so must you face life's trials to unlock your inner strength. Without resistance, there can be no resilience. The universe uses struggles as a form of spiritual training, preparing you for greater responsibilities and deeper levels of fulfillment. Consider the story of a tree growing in harsh, windy conditions. The winds batter its branches, forcing its roots to dig deeper into the earth for stability. As a result, the tree becomes more grounded and resilient than one growing in a sheltered environment. In the same way, life's storms push you to develop inner strength, clarity, and wisdom you wouldn't gain otherwise. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. When you're forced to navigate difficult situations, you develop skills like patience, perseverance, and emotional strength. These spiritual tools are essential for leveling up in life. The universe never sends struggles to punish you. They are stepping stones toward becoming the person you were meant to be. Transformation through pressure. Breakthroughs like diamonds. Imagine a piece of coal buried deep within the earth. Under normal conditions, it remains just that, coal. But when exposed to intense heat and pressure over time, something extraordinary happens. The coal transforms into a diamond. What was once dark, dusty, and seemingly ordinary becomes one of the most precious and resilient materials known to humanity. This process mirrors your spiritual journey. The universe uses life's pressures, deadlines, conflicts, heartbreaks, to refine you. These experiences push you out of your comfort zone, much like fire purifies gold, burning away impurities until only the purest form remains. Pressure can feel overwhelming, like being stuck between a rock and a hard place. But it's in those moments of intense challenge that your greatest transformation occurs. Think about the process of forging steel. The metal must be heated to extreme temperatures and hammered repeatedly to become strong and unbreakable. Your spirit undergoes a similar process during tough times. The fire may feel unbearable, but it's shaping you into something more resilient, wise, and capable. Transformation often feels messy and uncomfortable, like a caterpillar dissolving inside its cocoon before emerging as a butterfly. During this stage, you may feel lost, uncertain, or even broken. But remember, destruction often precedes creation. The universe is clearing out what no longer serves you, making room for something far greater. Even nature understands this process. Forests thrive after wildfires clear away old, decaying trees, allowing new growth to flourish. Volcanoes erupt, but the lava they release creates some of the most fertile soil on Earth. Similarly, when life applies pressure, it's preparing you for new beginnings that wouldn't be possible otherwise. Embracing the process. It's tempting to resist struggles and pressure, wishing for easier circumstances. But consider this. Resistance only prolongs the process. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that the universe has a higher plan. It's like floating down a river instead of fighting against the current. You're still moving, but with far less struggle. Trust that the universe knows what it's doing, even when things seem chaotic. Remember that the same force that orchestrates the stars and keeps the planets in motion is also guiding your life. You are part of this vast, cosmic dance, and your struggles are simply steps in a much grander choreography. When you begin to see challenges as spiritual assignments rather than punishments, everything changes. Struggles become opportunities for growth, and pressure becomes the catalyst for transformation. The universe isn't working against you. It's working through you, molding you into the best version of yourself. So the next time you face a difficult situation, remember the diamond hidden within the coal, the butterfly breaking free from its cocoon, and the tree standing strong against the wind. Life's pressures and struggles are the universe's way of calling you to rise, transform, and shine like never before. Trust the process, embrace the challenge, and know that every trial is shaping you into something magnificent. Life is much like a musical instrument. If a guitar string is out of tune, no matter how skillfully the musician plays, the sound will be off. In the same way, when your inner self is out of alignment, life can feel chaotic, unfulfilling, or confusing. The universe, much like a master tuner, steps in to realign you with your true self, helping you rediscover the harmony meant for your life. Why current energies are pushing you to shed outdated beliefs. Imagine wearing a pair of shoes that no longer fit. At first, they might feel a little snug, but over time, the discomfort becomes unbearable. Life's outdated beliefs work the same way. They may have served you once, providing stability and structure, but as you grow and evolve, these beliefs can become restrictive, limiting your potential. The universe acts like a wise gardener pruning a tree. It removes dead branches so the tree can thrive, even if the pruning process seems harsh. Similarly, the current cosmic energies are cutting away limiting beliefs, outdated habits, and toxic patterns that no longer serve your highest good. This process may feel uncomfortable, like shedding a tight layer of skin, but it's necessary for growth. Consider a snake shedding its old skin. It can't stretch into its larger, more mature self unless it releases what's too small. The same is true for you. The universe knows when you've outgrown certain ways of thinking or being, even if you don't realize it yet. Challenges and disruptions might be the universe's way of saying, it's time to grow. Sometimes, outdated beliefs are like cloudy glasses that distort your view of reality. You may see life through the lens of past experiences, fears, or societal expectations. The universe's energy works like a powerful storm, washing away the dirt, allowing you to see clearly again. Your true self, revealed beneath layers of conditioning. The universe's call for authenticity and higher purpose. Have you ever felt like you're playing a role that doesn't quite fit, like wearing a costume in the wrong play? That feeling is your soul craving authenticity. The universe constantly nudges you toward living in alignment with who you truly are, not who you've been taught to be. Think of life as a river flowing toward the ocean. No matter how many obstacles or detours arise, the water always finds its way. Your true self is like that river, destined to reach its higher purpose. Regardless of the barriers you face, the universe gently, or sometimes forcefully, redirects you when you stray too far from your authentic path. Living authentically means honoring your inner truth, much like how a flower blooms when it receives the right amount of sunlight and water. The universe is like the sun, constantly offering light, warmth, and guidance, urging you to grow in alignment with your unique potential. Authenticity also involves embracing your unique gifts and purpose. Consider a puzzle where each piece has a specific place. If even one piece tries to fit where it doesn't belong, the entire picture remains incomplete. You have a unique role in the greater cosmic design, and the universe is calling you to step into it fully. Realigning with your true self isn't always easy. It's like cleaning out a cluttered attic. You must sort through what to keep, discard, or rediscover. But trust that the universe is guiding you with precision and love. Imagine sailing on a vast ocean. At times, the winds may seem harsh or unpredictable, but they are pushing you toward your intended destination. Resistance only delays the journey. Trust the process, embrace the winds of change, and allow yourself to become the person you were always meant to be. The universe's call to realign is not a test. It's an invitation to rise into your true power. Shed what no longer serves you, embrace your higher purpose, and let your authentic light shine for the world to see. Signs: you're on the edge of a breakthrough. Life often feels like a journey through ever-changing seasons. Some days are bright and full of promise, while others feel cold and uncertain. When you're standing on the edge of a personal breakthrough, the universe begins to whisper, or sometimes shout, through a variety of signs. These signs are like markers on a winding trail, guiding you toward transformation, even when the path seems unclear. Let's explore these spiritual signals in depth, understanding how the universe uses life's subtleties to prepare you for something greater. 1. Emotional highs and lows, the roller coaster of the soul. Imagine your emotions as ocean waves, rising and falling with the tides. When you're approaching a breakthrough, these emotional tides can become more intense. One moment, you might feel euphoric, as though you're standing at the peak of a mountain, seeing endless possibilities. The next moment, you could feel as though you've stumbled into a dark valley, uncertain and overwhelmed. These emotional swings aren't random. They are spiritual energy surges, much like a storm clearing away stagnant air. Your soul is shedding emotional baggage that no longer serves you, making space for clarity and purpose. Just as a river must sometimes overflow its banks to carve a new path, your emotions may spill over to help you break free from old limitations. During this time, treat your emotions like weather, temporary and ever-changing. Allow yourself to feel without judgment, knowing that even the fiercest storms eventually pass, leaving behind fresh, renewed landscapes. 2. Feeling disconnected from old routines and relationships, outgrowing the familiar. Have you ever worn a piece of clothing that no longer fits? No matter how comfortable it once was, it now feels tight, restrictive, and out of place. This is what happens when your soul outgrows familiar routines and relationships. What once felt stable and comforting may now seem dull or even suffocating. This sense of disconnection is the universe's way of nudging you toward change. Think of a tree shedding its leaves in autumn. The old leaves must fall to make room for new growth in the spring. Similarly, outdated habits, jobs, and even friendships may fade away when they no longer align with your evolving purpose. Feeling distant from familiar surroundings can be disorienting, like waking up in a strange place. But remember, seeds must be buried in the dark earth before they can sprout. Trust that this temporary sense of disconnection is preparing you for deeper, more meaningful connections aligned with your true self. 3. Surging creativity or sudden bursts of inspiration. The universe speaking through ideas. Creativity often sparks when you least expect it, like a lightning bolt illuminating a dark sky. When you're nearing a breakthrough, sudden waves of inspiration may hit you out of nowhere. You might find yourself flooded with ideas, projects, or solutions that seem to arrive fully formed, as if whispered by an unseen force. This creative surge is the universe's way of planting seeds for your next chapter. Much like spring rains awakening dormant flowers, divine inspiration stirs your inner world, urging you to create, build, and express. Even if you don't consider yourself a creative person, you may notice an increased urge to try something new. Cooking a different recipe, redecorating your space, or starting a long-forgotten hobby. These bursts of inspiration are like a compass pointing toward your next adventure. Follow them with curiosity, trusting that they are guiding you toward your breakthrough. 4. Repeating signs from the universe. Messages hidden in plain sight. The universe often communicates through repetition, using symbols, numbers, and events to catch your attention. Seeing the same number sequence repeatedly, like 1111, 222, or 555, is no coincidence. These angel numbers are spiritual messages reminding you that change is near and that you are supported by higher forces. Signs can also appear through synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that feel too perfect to be random. Maybe you keep hearing the same song with lyrics that resonate deeply, or you meet someone who provides the exact advice you needed. It's as if the universe is weaving an invisible web of guidance around you. Think of these signs as cosmic breadcrumbs, leading you toward your destiny. Much like a lighthouse guiding ships through the dark, these repeated signals help you navigate uncertain waters. Pay attention, trust your intuition, and follow where the signs lead. 5. A deep inner knowing that change is imminent, the whisper of the soul. Have you ever stood outside just before a storm hits? The air feels charged, the wind shifts, and an undeniable stillness takes over. You know something is about to happen, even before the first raindrop falls. This is what it feels like when your soul senses an impending breakthrough. This deep inner knowing isn't something you can explain logically. It's a quiet but powerful certainty that change is on the horizon. You may not know what form it will take, but you can feel it in your bones, much like how animals sense an approaching earthquake. This knowing often comes with a sense of anticipation, like standing at the edge of a cliff, just before taking a leap. It can be both thrilling and terrifying. Trust that this inner voice is your soul's way of preparing you for the next chapter. It's the universe reminding you that you are ready, even if you don't feel prepared. Recognizing these signs isn't about predicting the future. It's about understanding that the universe is constantly guiding you through life's changes. Like a bird sensing the seasons changing, you are being prepared for transformation, even if you don't fully understand the process. Navigating the flow of change. Trusting the journey. Change is an inevitable part of life, much like the passing of seasons. We may not always know exactly when it's coming, but we can sense it on the horizon. The winds shift, the sky looks different, and something in the air feels charged with new possibilities. Just as the flowers bloom in spring after a long, cold winter, change has a way of bringing new beginnings, even if the process of getting there can feel uncomfortable or unsettling. However, embracing this transformation requires a deep understanding of the energies at play and an awareness of how we respond to them. There are certain forces that shape the way we experience change, and in understanding them, we can navigate through the unknown with more grace and confidence. The universe has its way of calling us forward, but it's up to us to find harmony with the flow. The pull of the past, a memory of old shoes change, often stirs up a deep desire to hold on to what is familiar, even when it no longer serves us. The past, though comforting in its familiarity, can become like a pair of shoes that no longer fit. They might have been comfortable once, but now they pinch and make every step feel painful. Still, the thought of stepping out of them into something new feels daunting, like walking barefoot on sharp stones. We hold on to old habits, relationships, and patterns because they are predictable and offer a sense of control. We've worn them for so long that their presence feels safe, even if they no longer fit who we're becoming. But just as you wouldn't try to walk long distances in shoes that hurt, you shouldn't cling to outdated beliefs or situations that restrict your growth. Letting go of the past isn't about forgetting. It's about recognizing that holding on to what no longer fits can prevent you from stepping into a future full of promise. Change can be uncomfortable, like shedding an old skin, but it's the necessary process for your growth. Without it, we remain stuck in a place that no longer aligns with the person we are meant to become. Fear as the shadow of opportunity. Fear is a natural response to change, like the darkness that creeps in when the lights go out. It can seem overwhelming, and in its presence, the world may feel smaller, limited by our own anxieties. But fear is also an illusion, a shadow that looms over the possibilities before us. Just as shadows disappear when the light returns, the grip of fear loosens when we trust in the light of new opportunities. Fear often tells us that we're not ready or capable, or that the unknown is too risky to explore. It whispers that it's safer to stay in our comfort zone, where the edges are soft and familiar. But if we listen too closely to these fears, we miss the greater message that's hidden beneath them, the invitation to step into something new, to grow beyond the limits we've known. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff. The wind is strong, the drop seems steep, and the thought of leaping feels terrifying. But deep inside, there's a quiet voice urging you to jump, knowing that the thrill of soaring through the air will be worth the moment of fear. Change is like that leap. It's frightening, but the reward is often beyond anything we could have imagined if we only allowed fear to keep us grounded. The quiet voice within, intuition's guiding light. Intuition is like a compass hidden within us, a quiet guide that helps us navigate through the fog of uncertainty. It often speaks in subtle ways, like a soft whisper, a sudden gut feeling, or a fleeting thought that lingers longer than the others. In moments of change, when the path seems unclear and the future uncertain, intuition serves as a beacon, lighting the way forward. When we ignore this inner voice, it's like trying to drive a car without looking at the road. We might make it, but we risk missing turns, colliding with obstacles, or veering off course. Trusting our intuition is like allowing ourselves to follow a river's natural course, knowing that it will lead us to where we're meant to be. However, the world around us often grows noisy. The expectations of others, the weight of external pressures, and the many distractions of life can drown out this quiet voice. In these moments, it's important to pause, breathe deeply, and reconnect with that inner knowing, like finding a moment of calm in the middle of a storm. Intuition doesn't always make logical sense, but it speaks to the deepest parts of our soul, guiding us toward alignment with our truest selves. The illusion of comparison. Each path is unique. It's easy to look at others and feel like they're further ahead, more accomplished, or better equipped for the journey ahead. But comparing your progress to someone else's is like measuring the growth of one tree against another, without considering the different conditions each has grown in. Every path is unique, shaped by individual experiences, lessons, and timing. When we compare ourselves to others, we often overlook the fact that we are walking our own path, with its own set of challenges and blessings. It's like looking at the moon and comparing its phases. What you see may not be what someone else is experiencing. Your journey is yours alone, shaped by the universe to bring you to exactly where you need to be. Rather than focusing on others, it's important to turn inward and celebrate your own growth. Recognize that even the smallest step forward is progress. Like a river that carves its path through the earth, you are constantly evolving and shaping the terrain of your life, no matter how slow or fast the journey may seem. Doubting your worth, a hidden treasure. Inside doubt is like a veil that obscures the brilliance within us. It's easy to question our worth when we face challenges, when the road gets tough, or when others seem to be thriving while we struggle. But just as a diamond's value isn't determined by the roughness of the stone, your worth isn't defined by the obstacles you face or the opinions of others. Inside you, there's a well of infinite potential waiting to be tapped into. But when doubt takes hold, it clouds our vision, preventing us from seeing the treasure within. The truth is that you are a unique and irreplaceable part of this universe. The very fact that you exist means you have something valuable to offer the world, whether you see it yet or not. Like the slow and steady growth of a seed, your worth isn't always immediately apparent. But as you continue to grow, learn, and evolve, your true potential begins to shine brighter. Embrace your journey with confidence, trusting that the universe has given you everything you need to succeed. Embracing the flow of life, cultivating patience and presence. Life is a journey, much like a river, meandering through varied landscapes. Along the way, we encounter smooth waters and turbulent rapids, deep valleys and sunlit peaks. Each bend in the river brings us closer to the vast ocean of our potential. But to navigate this path with grace, we must learn to be patient, present, and open to the flow of life. There are subtle yet powerful forces at work, guiding us toward the shores of our dreams. By trusting in these forces and cultivating a deep connection to the present moment, we can move forward with clarity and confidence. Meditation and grounding. Finding stillness amidst the storm. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm, the wind howling, the rain pouring down, and the chaos swirling around you. Now picture yourself as a tall tree with deep roots, standing firm and unmoved by the storm's fury. This is the power of meditation and grounding. Just as a tree draws its strength from the earth beneath, we too can find strength by connecting with the present moment. Meditation acts as an anchor, drawing us back to our center when life feels overwhelming. It allows us to step out of the current of constant thought and distraction, offering us a space of stillness and peace. In meditation, we tune into our inner world, like a radio dialing into the frequency that connects us with our true self. The more we practice, the clearer the signal becomes, and the more in tune we are with our intuition. Grounding, on the other hand, is about connecting with the earth, whether through walking barefoot on the grass, sitting in nature, or simply taking deep, mindful breaths. When we ground ourselves, we align with the steady rhythm of the earth, reminding ourselves that just as the seasons change, so too will our lives. This practice helps us stay present and centered, no matter how stormy the external world may seem. In a world that constantly pulls us in different directions, grounding and meditation are like the roots of a tree, offering stability and nourishment, helping us stay rooted even as life flows around us. Gratitude for lessons learned, finding treasure in every experience. Gratitude is like the sunlight that nourishes a plant, helping it grow stronger and more resilient. When we practice gratitude, we acknowledge the goodness in our lives, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. But gratitude goes beyond just saying, "Thank you for the blessings we receive." It is a deeper recognition of the lessons that come from every experience, especially the challenging ones. Imagine life as a sculptor, chiseling away at a block of marble to reveal the masterpiece within. Sometimes, this chiseling is painful, but each strike shapes us into a better version of ourselves. Even in moments of hardship, there is something to be grateful for, a lesson learned, a strength uncovered, or a deeper understanding gained. By cultivating gratitude for these lessons, we can transform the rough edges of our experiences into wisdom. Gratitude also shifts our perspective. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that allow us to see the beauty in everything around us, even in the midst of struggle. When we focus on the lessons, we begin to recognize that life is not just a series of random events, but a carefully crafted journey designed to help us grow, evolve, and become more of who we truly are. By embracing gratitude for the lessons life offers, we start to see every challenge as a stepping stone toward our highest self. The obstacles we face are not roadblocks, they are opportunities for growth, waiting to be discovered. Trusting the timing of the universe. Patience as a virtue. Imagine planting a seed in the soil. You water it, nurture it, and patiently wait for it to sprout. Now think about how foolish it would be to dig up the seed every day to check if it's growing. The growth process takes time, and so does the unfolding of our lives. Trusting the timing of the universe is much like trusting that a seed will bloom in its own time, even if we can't see the roots growing beneath the surface. Life often asks us to practice patience, especially when things seem to be moving slower than we'd like. The universe has a rhythm of its own, one that we can't always predict or control. Sometimes we feel like we're ready for the next step, but the doors haven't opened yet. However, just as a flower cannot bloom before it's ready, we, too, must wait for the perfect timing. This doesn't mean we sit idly by and wait for things to happen on their own. It means we trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and that when the time is right, we will be in the right place at the right moment. Trusting the timing of the universe is like being a surfer, waiting for the perfect wave. It requires patience, faith, and a willingness to ride the currents as they come. Staying open to divine guidance and synchronicities. The universe's subtle signs. The universe often speaks to us in whispers, through synchronicities, signs, and the quiet nudges of our intuition. Just as a bird follows the wind to find its way home, we must learn to follow the guidance the universe offers, even when it comes in unexpected forms. Synchronicities are like little breadcrumbs along our path, guiding us toward our true destination. You might run into an old friend who gives you advice you didn't know you needed, or you may find a book that offers the exact message you were searching for. These seemingly random events are actually divine interventions, subtle reminders that we are on the right path. But to notice these signs, we must stay open. Imagine holding a bouquet of flowers with tightly closed petals. The beauty is there, but it can't be fully appreciated until the petals open. In the same way, staying open to divine guidance is about keeping our hearts and minds receptive to the messages that come our way. It's a willingness to trust that the universe is always working in our favor, even if we can't see the bigger picture yet. When we stay open to the signs, we begin to recognize that the universe is not a distant, disconnected force, but an ever-present partner in our journey, guiding us every step of the way. Taking inspired action toward your goals, the dance of intention and movement. Taking inspired action is like a dancer moving gracefully to music. The music is the intention, and the movement is the action. When we set our goals and intentions, the universe responds by sending us opportunities and signs that guide us toward those goals. However, just as a dancer must move to the rhythm of the music, we must also take action toward our dreams. Inspired action is different from forceful, rushed action. It comes from a place of alignment, where our intentions and actions are in harmony. Imagine a river flowing smoothly along its path. There's no need to force it. It simply moves naturally, guided by the landscape around it. Inspired action works in the same way. It is the result of listening deeply to our intuition, recognizing the right time, and acting with purpose. When we take inspired action, we align our energy with the flow of life. We move in the direction of our dreams, trusting that each step is part of the larger plan. Even when obstacles arise, we continue to move forward with faith, knowing that every step brings us closer to our true purpose. Life's journey is like a river flowing toward the ocean of our potential. Along the way, we are guided by unseen forces, sometimes gently, sometimes with great intensity. By meditating, grounding, practicing gratitude, trusting in divine timing, staying open to guidance, and taking inspired action, we learn to flow with the currents of life. Each step we take brings us closer to the vast ocean of possibilities waiting for us. Through these practices, we cultivate the presence, patience, and trust needed to navigate the twists and turns of life's journey. The universe is always supporting us, and when we align with its rhythm, we move forward with grace, confidence, and the knowledge that we are exactly where we need to be. Prayer for awakening and breakthrough. Divine Universe, I come before you with an open heart, ready to receive your clarity, strength, and transformation. I trust that your energy is guiding me toward my highest self. Illuminate my path and awaken my soul to my divine purpose. Help me release confusion, fear, and doubt, and grant me the courage to trust in the process of growth and change. I embrace this moment of awakening, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for transformation. I surrender to the divine flow, allowing myself to be shaped by your love and wisdom. I affirm I am open to divine clarity and guidance. I trust the process of transformation and embrace change. I release the past and welcome the future. I am aligned with my highest purpose, and the universe supports me. I trust my intuition and take inspired action. I am worthy of greatness, and I claim my place in the light. Every challenge is a stepping stone to my highest self. I am ready for my breakthrough, and I welcome it with open arms. Thank you, Divine Presence, for your unwavering support. I am ready to embrace the transformation ahead, trusting that it is part of my greater purpose. I release all resistance and allow the universe to move freely within me. May I carry this energy of awakening and breakthrough wherever I go. Thank you for your love and guidance. I am ready. I am open. I am aligned. And so it is. Amen. If this message resonated with you and you're ready to embrace your breakthrough, don't forget to show your support. Like this video to affirm your commitment to transformation, share it with anyone who needs a little cosmic guidance, and subscribe for more powerful insights and spiritual awakenings. Join our growing community and step into your highest potential. Together, we're on this journey of growth and change. Thank you for being here. Your transformation begins now.